Warning.
You are now tuned in to 7 Mile Radio. 7 Mile Radio.
What's up? What's up? Your girls is back in the building on a Tuesday. I'm your host, Shay B, and that is my host over there with the most.
It's your girl Monique in the building on a Tuesday.
As usual, I can't find us.
Did you reset it? I mean, like, swipe it down?
Yeah,
You in there?
I think so.
Okay, good.
Yep, I'm in there. Should be.
All right,
I see me.
I got me now.
I had to make sure this one little piece.
All right. What's up, my peeps? What's up, Mark?
Oh man, same old shit, different toilet. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know.
Keeping it moving.
Them toilets, though, you know? What's going on, Mo?
Not nothing. Not a damn thing. I didn't do shit today at work, real talk. Nothing. I feel like I ain't getting nothing done. It's, for some reason, I just cannot focus. Like I can't focus on my work. It's been
Why
like
is
that.
that?
I don't know. It's been like that for a couple weeks. Like I've been doing a little reading on it to try to figure out what's going on. I just can't focus on that. It's like I go to it and I go do something else and come back and yeah. So anyway, yeah. How about you? What was you gonna say?
I forgot. Mine ain't worth two
okay.
damn pennies.
Well, how was your day?
It was okay.
You do anything?
Nope, I'm depressed.
You are? Why? Because
'Cause
it's
of
snowing.
Damn.
That's fucked up.
Damn.
I thought you was gonna say because the
I
Lions
should knew
lost.
her lips was twisted up. Something was coming.
I thought she was gonna say because the Lions lost.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah, that
that's jacked up. That's jacked up.
I'ma keep it 100. I ain't even gonna say nothing. If you ain't got nothing nice to say, don't say nothing at all.
That's
Fucking
jacked
Lions.
up. Okay. Well,
How was your day, Mark?
too. Yeah, it was cool. It was cool. I didn't really do much today. When I got fitted for my suit for the hustle gala on the 3rd. And picked that up. That's all I pretty much did. It was, went out, handled some errands. Nothing much.
so some of my people that watch and listen and stuff like that, they was all talking about you. They
shit.
was talking about how funny you are.
Oh,
They
shit.
was like, you know that guy that's always on there? He is so funny. I'm like, he ain't that damn funny. He just all right. Yeah, so anyway.
Monique don't ever want to give you my credit.
For
I don't wanna
nothing.
give nobody
and
credit.
I mean for nothing. And not even for
Hey,
me.
Veronica.
I'm
Hey,
all right.
Shauna.
I can save her puppy from the bottom of a F-150,
Not if it's outside barking, though.
and I'm just going to be all right.
If it's barking, he in trouble.
I'm so sick of y'all. I can't see nobody in nothing.
Hey,
If they in
Shauna.
here, I don't see nobody.
Veronica in there? Yeah.
I don't see nobody.
I'm not
Doing
commenting yet.
nothing.
Say something, y'all. Put a damn one. What up, though? Put what city and state you tuned in from so we can see where the hell you at.
Yeah.
What's happening?
So, yeah.
What you about to say?
No, that was it. I was just laughing because they was all talking about Mark. All of them. They was just like, that guy and who's that guy? And he's so funny. And somebody was asking about your program, too. So I told
about
her.
the kids?
Yeah, I said,
Yeah, so
I didn't
we-
know if you put it on your page or not.
Yeah, not yet. We're still getting the equipment together for the classrooms. And, once we set that up,
Hey,
then
Sharman.
we'll set the schedule
Hey,
up
Veronica.
and sign the kids up, and that'll be it. You know what I mean?
Hey, Sherman
Because
girl.
the Job Corps situation is not, like, open to anybody, of course.
Hey,
That's for
Delviana.
the Job Corps students. But this classroom that I'm opening up, yeah, it'll be for the students, yeah, that I can sign up. And I'm thinking about signing and doing some adult classes, but I don't know.
Yeah.
It's like I really just want to deal with the kids, grown ups. So it's like, how some people feel like I don't want to deal with the kids, but that's how I feel about some of the grown ups.
Hey, Tank.
Do something else for the adults.
Yeah.
Look at Tank in there. Can't believe it.
Hey, Tank. Hey, baby.
That's funny. So, yeah.
So, y'all, we got a juicy topic. Anybody else want to talk about anything else?
No, I just have one other question about the program. So I was talking to my son about it. He's listening right now. And I was trying to explain to him what it was. And he was like, nah, that's not what I want to do. And I said, well, it could be a segue into some other stuff. And it was like, I didn't really know what to tell him to explain what he would actually be doing. So,
Hey,
Well,
Charm.
media arts, you know what I mean? So think about all of these, the young kids now, everybody want to be content creators, right? Want to record videos, take pictures, and all of that type of stuff. So it's teaching you how to edit and film and do all of these things on a computer on a professional level as opposed to just on a phone. Now, a lot of people like to use phones and, well, the phone is just like a computer. Yeah, it is, but it's not. So, you know, it's a whole lot of stuff that you can need, the fundamentals of it all, on how to do a lot of this, how to create a lot of this content is, you know, on the computers. You need the software. You know, so.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna talk to him again about it because he was like, I said, I thought you wanted a YouTube channel. He was like, that's when I was 10. I'm like, oh, okay, excuse me. So anyway,
5 years older now. I can't tell.
right,
him
about to be
shit.
6 years older. Girl, he don't listen to nobody. But
Hey, sis, Shalonda, what's going on, sis?
all right, Delviana, tell him where you at, girl. Tell him what city you in. Okay, so go ahead.
Why? So she can say Georgia.
ATL ho.
There wasn't enough hood in that hole.
Shalonda, where you from? Put where you from,
ATL
Shalonda.
ho. I ain't gotta be thuggish.
Put where you from,
I'm
Shalonda.
a lady.
She done put the sweet
Hey,
low
Mashka.
on the
Hey,
3 6
Mashka.
Mafia ad lib.
I'm a lady. So yeah, let's talk about.
All
our
right,
topic.
y'all. So moving along, we got a juicy gospel. Hey, sis. Tell where you from, since she want people to put on here where they from. Represent our...
ATL ho.
Look,
That is not hitting right. As a 3 6 Mafia fan, that
3-6
yeah,
Mafia.
that's where that came from.
First of all, that is not where that came from,
Yeah,
Mark. They not even from there, okay? Let's not do that. But let's talk about our topic.
The yeah hole came from 3
No, I
6
said
Mafia.
ATL hole.
ATL hole was
Listen, that I don't know where it came from. That's what I
know,
say every time I'm on my way there
I
from
know,
here.
I know.
I be like, ATL.
I can tell.
That way they know I'm on my way. Listen, why you always want to start with me?
we can't even get into the topic, y'all, because
If she
between
wanna-
these two here,
I think he like
Swear.
to argue with anybody who's on this side. He
No.
just want to pick with anybody on this side.
Shay started it because we were supposed to get into the topic. And
and I wasn't. Then y'all start talking again, so I got.
Nope, you said we tell you.
I said,
tell her where we
Shalom,
at.
tell where
her
you
where
from,
we
and
at.
then she.
We ain't have
I
to
didn't
do
tell.
that.
I
We
didn't
could have
make
just went
her.
into the topic.
I didn't make her say
Right,
ATL.
Delviana. Right, Delviana.
Okay, I
You
didn't make
did
her
because
say
you asked her
that.
where she was at.
I told Shalonda to put where she was. Anyway, y'all, we gonna move along because we got a juicy topic today.
All right.
As y'all see on the screen, I'm sure he got it up on the screen.
What, the
But
call-in number?
no, the
The topic?
topic. So
Okay.
how do you expect more than you give? So let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. How do you give more than you give? You want to receive.
You want more than you
You
give?
want more, but you don't
Simple.
do it for yourself.
Selfishness.
I mean, you know.
Simple and plain. You're selfish and you are inconsiderate. That's what it is.
I guess.
That you sound like somebody that want more than you give.
It's not that I want more than I give. I don't even. I gotta even we don't necessarily discuss the topics because we just don't. So I didn't know until we was like right here what the topic was gonna be. So I'm thinking in my head like some examples and some ways that I possibly could be that type of person, and some ways that I feel like somebody else could be like that person.
I can give some examples. So, for instance, so as women, we always had this life about ourselves, right? What we want out of a man or a woman or whoever, right? And we always had this list.
List of
It's
expectations.
a list that we want. Like I hear some girls like, oh, he gotta make $200,000 a year. He gotta be nice looking. He gotta have his own house.
No kids.
He gotta have. Well, they don't really say nothing about the kids, but they be like, however, and then they got be like. So they got all these expectations. The guy to make $200,000. Well, that whole list that you just wrote about them,
You supposed to do that too?
you make your list. That's your list
Oh, for yourself, really?
for yourself. Because how can you expect somebody to give you more than what you give yourself?
The question that I always ask
Well-
is, are you the person you wants?
Yeah, you said that before. I've heard you say that before.
Yeah.
For sure. I mean,
Hey, Joya.
I don't think there's anything with writing out a list of things that you want from another person or
But
that you
people do
expect
write
in
out of a
another
list.
relationship.
Supposed to say Mike Mo.
Oh, my bad.
She all
Yeah.
over here with you. Did you see her over there
I
leaning
seen
with
it.
you?
I seen it.
She was on your
She
shoulder
wanted to
for
sit
real
right
talk.
there. She
You
wanted to
Right.
know
sit right
what?
there.
This is that shit. I need somebody else to help and back me up because I get double teamed by these two every damn week. So anyway, I don't feel like there's anything wrong with writing out like a list of expectations that you want from another person. Do I think you need to be able to give or have exactly what it is on that list? No, not necessarily, but you need to be able to come damn close. To me, the most important part is being able to take care of yourself, whether that person is bringing all that stuff
She
to the
said
table or
signal
not.
messing up.
Might be your phone. Might want to restart the.
Yeah, restart your app Charm or Charm.
That's Delviana. You know who that is, right?
No.
She don't like me saying her name. That's Booker. And when you hear Mark put that on real low.
Yeah, but another thing, people expect like somebody credit score to be like 800. I've heard women say that. What's your credit score?
It's not.
You know, it's like,
I think that's. I'm not saying it's not an unreachable goal to get to 800, but I think at a minimum, if your credit is not where it needs to be, I mean, personally, I think you need to date somebody within that who has similar credit score, because unless the person that's credit score is way higher is going to help you get to where you are, and you're not going to get there right in the beginning. That's for sure.
So do you think that people should have them together in order to receive
Hell yeah.
a next person coming
Yeah,
into...
you need to be able to take care of you by yourself with no outside help before you jump into something with somebody who has, you know, higher credit score,
Hey,
way
Tamika.
more money. You talking about your cousin Tamika? She cussed me out on the text message. She talking about, hurry the fuck up. I'm sleepy.
She's so damn ignorant. Swear to God.
So yeah,
she is.
I think that if you're coming
Tamika
in,
talking about her credit score 727. Bitch, you want to marry me?
I'm about to say that's my birthday. Let's get married and shit.
That's my cousin.
right, Veronica? Listen, I need you to sign for me when I can. But that's after you guys are married. We're saying in terms of like when you first, before you actually meet somebody, you're out there looking for somebody who has possibly owns a house already and you don't. Somebody who has, you know, at a minimum 720 credit score and you down in the 500s, the lower 500s or whatever. So I don't think it's unfair to want that from somebody, but I think it's unfair for you to
try to be overqualified, like
think
to
it's
get somebody
unfair.
that's so...
I think it's unfair to expect all of these things when you haven't even considered the person that you talk to. Everything that we're talking about are the components of a relationship where a person benefits from the other person. We're not talking about the person that you're in a relationship with and the bond that you've established with them. Like
Right.
a lot of times we always talk about, like, it's more emphasis put on, and I said this before too, the title of the relationship, the benefits of what come out of it, or the ceremony itself, than the actual bond that's made between the people.
Right.
It's going to keep the fucking relationship lasting.
But really think about it. Most relationships in it's 2024. In 2023, a lot of, I would say 85% of relationships failed.
You think so? You think it was because of COVID?
I don't think it's because of COVID.
Yeah,
I think it's
of
because
COVID in 23,
people-
it was over in 23.
Well, it was just over, yeah.
I think it's because people don't get to know a person first before they just jump head over in something. And then it's so easy to be with somebody. And I say this all the time. It's so easy to be with somebody to not be alone. If you get that.
Yeah.
People will rather take whatever somebody brings to them. Whether they beating on them, whatever the case may be.
They broke with no car, right?
They will rather deal with the animosity and the abuse of everything just to say I'm with somebody because they don't want to be alone. I think most things is people tired of being alone. And they just settle
and then
in.
probably after COVID, right, when we all was shut in and basically
That's what I was
had
gonna say. That's
cabin
where
fever,
that's where the
right,
breakup came from.
Now we got out. No, with a breakup, yeah, a lot of the relationships that was started like maybe right before COVID or before COVID, yeah, because now you in this person's face, you know,
24/7.
a whole lot more than you really want to
And
be.
you really ain't learned that person for real. So
Yeah.
all shits came out the bag. Real talk. All
And
shits came
then
out the bag.
people, and then for the people, some of those people that broke up with people during COVID, or the ones that were single all through COVID, right? It's finished now. Now we get let out. So now
Veronica,
the
you
first person
stupid.
we see, you know what I'm saying, that we get some energy from, we attach to, because we just been, you know, sick and shut in for so damn long after 2 years of being in the house.
I'm
but
out of
that
shape,
same
Veronica.
person
My
that
baby sexy.
you stayed in the house with that you couldn't get along with during COVID or whatever is the same person in the beginning. You ain't get a chance to have that communication skill with that person to get to know that person.
Develop the bond.
You
was
did
all
not
worried about
do-
the components of what you can
Of
get
what
out of
you
the
can
relationship.
get out of the
You know what I'm
relationship,
saying?
and it's sad to say, but that's what people looking for now. They not looking for a real relationship. They looking for what a person can do for them.
That's why
I just think I don't think I want to go into a relationship with somebody as broke as I am.
See,
Period.
So everybody has their terms and conditions, right?
Yeah.
How we just said, well, don't break. You got to date somebody in your tax bracket. Some people may not want that, and some
Yeah.
people may be okay with that.
Yeah, I'm not doing that. I don't want to date somebody who's as broke as me. How we gonna move up? Like if I make the bulk of the money and I'm dating, it's like you should be going into that relationship knowing that this person's credit score is low and that this person does not make a lot of money. And if it's something that you feel will be long term, you need to help elevate that person to
And if
where
it's
you
something
are
that you
or
can't deal
close.
with, then you need to question why you with the person.
Yeah.
Or if you know what I mean? What is your motive for being with the person?
But some people hide that type of information, like not knowing. I dated somebody, real talk. I didn't find out until a year and a half into the relationship that their credit score, I'm not even going to say what it was, but it was so low that I literally got pissed. I was pissed. I mean, I didn't ask the right questions because I felt like I didn't want to get too deep into their personal business. And the way this person was living, they made it seem as if they were good until it came time to needing a cosigner. And then I find out like I'm the cosigner, but I'm just now finding out right now today that your credit score is like the lowest of the low. And so I learned from that point, like you might not ask on the first date or the second, but it's something we need to talk about. I need to know if you will get approved for a car. You know what I'm saying? Like I need to know that up front because I don't want to waste my time. But I'm not saying that that's a deal breaker. Just because you can't go buy a brand new car does not mean that it's a deal breaker.
Robert.
You know who that is, right?
Right after I read Joy's comment, she said,
Yeah, I read
Veronica's husband.
my neighbor married her husband because of his money. Rob come behind her and say, my wife married me mainly because I have all of my natural teeth.
And for them new trucks and cars you could get her.
Oh,
That is
so your
funny.
money too, huh? All right. That's why I don't like that when women lead with that conversation of what do you bring to the table. I've always said that's a pretty way of saying what can I get out of you.
I've never
in the
said that
beginning
to
and shit.
nobody because
As she should, Joya.
I had to do myself. I had to self-learn me and get me together and know I can take care of myself. So I would never lean on nobody to take care of me. You know, that was like one of my biggest pet peeves. You know, I was never looking for nobody to do nothing for me. Like, now if we can get together and we
Tamika
the same, like, you know, just it balance out, then I'm good.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If we can balance out, A1. But if I feel like I'm doing the most and you ain't doing shit, then it's a problem.
That's why I'm not receptive
So he
to
piss
chicks.
you off and you knock him out, Veronica.
Receptive to chicks that feel like, oh, well, you gotta, you know, pay my bills and all of this.
Hey,
other
Ronnie.
shit. You gotta take me here and there and all of this shit. If you want
Right.
to get with me, I'm like, okay, shit. That's my red flag. I won't get with you.
Why is that a red flag that she wants you to take care of her and help pay her bills and stuff?
Well, because you're a grown ass woman, and if I wasn't there, then you would still have those bills. And the
That's
thing
true.
about it is, you have to. If this is not the right word, then excuse me, but earn those benefits out of it. This ain't just shit that I'm just gonna give
I
you
agree
just
with
because you
that.
got
I
a
agree
pussy.
with the earning part.
I'm just
I
gonna,
agree with
you gonna
that.
walk into my life and I'm just gonna pay your fucking
Ronnie
bills
said,
and
"Hey,
take you all
y'all."
of these
Hey,
fucking
Ronnie.
places. No.
Yeah, I agree with the earning part. I'm not
Now,
gonna
I'm
walk
all
in and
for
just.
taking care of my woman, but you
Yeah.
have to be the woman that deserves that out of me. As opposed
Right,
to you just
absolutely.
feeling like
I agree.
you just warranted that shit because you got nipples.
Fucking hate Mark.
Not like that. That's not how it works.
Some relationships do work like that, but you're right. I
It's
agree
funny
with
the ways
earning.
that people get into relationships because she got a big butt or he got a little bit of money and she got nice tits.
No,
and,
I ain't shit.
That shit
Tamika,
crazy.
look, nigga,
It
you paying
happens,
my
though.
bills. No,
It
the fuck
does.
I ain't. You go
and it does happen.
Tamika's so
off the
stupid.
rip. I sure the fuck ain't paying
You
your
just
bills.
talking about
and
the
shit.
big ones. Hi, Denise.
Hey, Denise. Yeah, that's how I go.
Tamika,
though.
shut up.
I'm not
It's
paying
just
shit.
yeah. It's
Out the gate? Hell no.
No, not out the gate for sure, and it takes some time. I mean, I will say that
You
I
get your
will.
bills paid when we live together. I'm not paying bills in the house that I don't stay in. All that. That's
But
goddamn not happening.
if y'all in separate houses, y'all 6 months in, and she be like, "Oh shoot, I'm short like $100 on
Now,
a
do
light
I
bill."
help
You
her
gotta-
with shit? Yeah, but I'm not about to. No, you're not about to we 6 months in a relationship and now I'm about to start paying your fucking bills.
Yeah,
at your
and you
house.
could
Are
tell,
you
but
fucking
the good
crazy?
thing is, most people, I want to believe, can see that shit early. You could tell a motherfucker you jumping in a relationship with, and they want shit right off the bat. And technically, you really should be trying to see, watching their spending habits, seeing how they live it, to see if this is something you even want to do.
So, see what I'm saying? What I think I'm here for, right? So that mean all you hear, that's all you is a pussy then. Like somewhere I can go buy what you giving me somewhere else.
My
If all
cat
I
gets
am
my
is
bills
money,
paid,
then
we
all
stay at
you is
different
pussy.
addresses.
Well, lucky you, Ronnie. Okay, most
Right.
people, I mean, it is what it is, but for the average smart person, I'm not paying nobody fucking bills that I'm with, and just not gonna happen.
Especially if you living in 2 separate households. It's like,
Because how
I
was
could
she
hold my
paying her
house down.
bills before I
She
met
love
her?
her man's hand, not his heart. I guarantee you. That's the whole thing about it. A lot
Yeah,
of
it's
these women
like
get
you-
married and shit like
This
like
bitch
Joya
gonna say,
said.
that's why I fuck on the first night.
I'm sick of her.
So sick of her shit. Joya said what, Mark?
No, Joya said her husband, her neighbor married her husband because of the money. Yeah,
That's what
it.
yeah. I mean, it
But
happened.
think about it though, she really ain't happy for real, and he miserable as fuck. Cause she just taking, and he probably working his ass off.
And that shit don't
And-
last long.
And
The feeling don't
he
last long
feel-
when it's all
yeah.
about money. For
And she
sure.
probably ain't giving up no pussy.
God dang it, baby.
If something
I mean,
happens,
it is what it
if
is.
something happens where this man is not able to produce the finances like he is anymore, then she's out the gate, right? She's gone. Correct?
Or is she gonna be struggling to help and be pissed about that?
She's not gonna be. She's not helping now. So
She's
if she
not.
wasn't- if
She's
she's not
useless.
helping when the shit is coming in, what makes you think she's gonna help if it stops?
Well, we don't know if she don't have a little cash flow, but just taking his because he got the bulk of it. That happens.
Joya,
But see, listen, but when a man is taking care of a woman financially, he's doing what he's supposed to do. He's being supportive of his wife, taking care of his wife. But if a woman is doing it, he's a broke
Joya,
ass, bum
do
ass,
she
ain't
work?
shit
Listen,
ass nigga sitting
do
at
the
home
lady work?
letting a woman take care of him
Real
because he want
talk.
his mama at home.
I was in a relationship where the bulk of it, I paid for everything, like everything. And when the tables turned, it was like,
Tamika.
oh, okay, this is how it feels.
So sick of her shit.
I got stuck in it to the point where I didn't want to leave because the money was there. And that's where the fucked up part was. Even though I was making my own money, I wasn't making as much. You know what I'm saying? And that still put me in a fucked up situation where, like I said, I stayed because of the money.
And here's the thing: just staying in it because of the money.
But
the rest
miserable.
of the thing, everything around you gonna be miserable.
I was
the
miserable.
sex ain't gonna be there.
Whack.
The
Don't wanna do
the
it.
communication ain't gonna be there.
The breathing was
The-
annoying.
Everything.
Everything was annoying.
Soon as I see you, I'm like, fuck, my phone ring. I'm like, oh, fuck, I don't even want to answer.
You a
that.
trick,
She said two, that meaning that she's including herself. Maybe that's the reason
girl.
why
Yeah, back in the day, ho.
Yeah, a housewife. Yeah, right, Joya. Right.
What Joya say?
A housewife, they have 5 kids. I couldn't be a
I
housewife.
could not do that.
I need to know that I can hold
Is
shit
he
down
happy though, Joya?
by
Is he
myself.
happy is the question. Cause she probably living her best life.
Yeah, but in terms of like expecting
And
more
eventually
than
he
I'm
gonna
giving-
end up walking away from all that because he gonna see somewhere down the line it wasn't even worth it.
But it's not just about money either. Money is that's not the only thing.
But if you
that-
taking all my money,
Some
I mean,
dumb
what?
ass niggas is blinded by their own money that they don't see shit like that.
see shit like what?
Oh,
Motherfuckers
she said
is
she
just
talking
there
to
for
you,
their money.
Keely.
Yeah.
She said
I
you
mean-
a trick too, cousin. She
Nah,
said she
fuck
talking
that.
to you.
I ain't no trick. I'm a lady. No, Tamika, absolutely not. She talking about can she be a guest one day? No, because
She
reckless
said she got
and
big titty
ruthless.
nipples. I think I might want to meet her. That's what she said.
She is crazy. We won't even get through the show because we'll be laughing too damn hard because she don't have no sense. None.
And I do mean none. Remember when she was on here before and her brother was on here too? And they were going back and forth and we just kept laughing like
Yeah, that's why I'm not
her.
even looking at the comments because
Yes.
I'll start laughing at her.
Absolutely.
She don't have no sense.
So yeah.
But my point was, the question, the
Ronnie talking about
topic,
she want to be a guest too.
the topic was Ronnie funny too though.
And look, they greedy, y'all. You see, they got 3 extra mics open and shit. They don't want nobody in here and shit. Look at it.
Tamika is crazy. That's why.
She said 44 double D,
at
triple
that.
D,
Look at
triple
that.
D.
Look at that.
So you said your question was about people expecting more than they give, and I'm saying it's not just money that's in a relationship that you want more of from somebody.
Absolutely. You
and
want
you're not
more
giving-
attention from somebody?
Yeah.
You giving more attention than they giving attention?
I agree with that.
You know, and
Yeah.
that becomes a problem.
For sure. Or
That be-
giving something else attention and not that person.
Yeah.
Like your phone.
Like a phone.
Yeah. Your other friends. Your
Yeah.
job. Yeah. Nothing worse than being in a relationship with a fucking workaholic when they don't do shit with you, but they do everything for work, at work.
Then
all
they
the
not
time.
for you.
Yeah.
Simple as that. They
Yeah.
not.
Where their
And
work
we
is
want to
more
hope that
important.
whoever that's going through that situation ain't married.
Unless you sign up for it knowing that that's what that person's doing, like a fucking on-call nurse or doctor or something. It's like, it is what it is, but you got to know what you're getting into
Absolutely.
when you meet somebody like that, for sure. I mean, that's what Tamika's so now.
Yeah, what else did we say?
No, ma'am.
What about somebody making more, like, say for instance somebody make $100,000 a year, and then you only make $30,000 a year. Is that a fair?
It depends. The reason why I say it's
Is it the man or the woman that makes the $100,000?
We gonna say it's the woman.
That man gonna have a tight fight.
Here's the thing.
Why do you think he's gonna have a tight fight? Let's talk about it.
You know, because a lot of times the woman will implement this
Hey, Manuk.
spirit of entitlement into the relationship because she makes the most money and now she's the boss and like you need to do. She's gonna treat him like the kid
Right, Tamika?
type shit. You know what I mean? And
So
this is
you
not,
say
this
that's
is not
like that
all
for
of
a
the
woman?
time.
Yeah,
This
that's
is
not-
not
yeah,
all
that's
of
not
the
okay,
time.
'cause
Just
I
saying,
wasn't like that.
This is just the you know, the general consensus
The
of
outline
situation.
of it.
Yeah,
what
and it
happens.
happens more than it doesn't happen.
Yeah,
what
yeah,
you're saying,
Yeah.
yeah.
You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
that part, you know what I mean? No
Because he a
different.
bum with $30,000.
Carla,
No different than sometimes, you know, and it doesn't happen like this all of the time either. But when the man is the one making the 100,000, the girl is making 30 or 25.
Wait a minute,
right?
hold that thought for 1 second. So somebody came in and asked what we're talking about. So Carla, today's topic is how do you expect more than you give?
How
that's-
do you
Hey,
expect
Manuk.
more than you give?
How do you expect more than you give?
Yeah.
So like I was saying on the flip side of that, you know, sometimes it's the man taking care of the woman and now she's disabled and crippled, you know what I'm saying, financially and
Exactly,
resource-wise because
exactly.
she's so dependent on him
Yeah.
to the point where now he's controlling her whole life.
That
you know what I'm
shit
saying?
is true, and
And
it
again,
happens.
it doesn't happen all of the time in a situation where the man is on top financially, but it does.
So what happens when the man is financially on top and she's down there? She's,
Well, we just spoke
Yeah,
on
she-
it. We just spoke on it, and sometimes that's the issue as far as the con.
so
of it,
how
right?
does he act? That's what I'm getting at. You told me how the woman acts.
Pretty much the same way, controlling, you know what I'm saying, controlling and you know, treating the woman as if she's more so of a pet or a maid than a wife.
Say that.
So
shit.
when do it come about that it turns out that they both are half and half? Then how does the
I mean, that's
How does the
that's all
relationship
about
work out
the
then?
personality of the two people. It works out fine.
Robert.
Shit, that's
Okay.
when it works out, when you have two of the right kind of people. You know what I'm saying? Whether the finances are balanced or not. It takes the right kind of people, the right mindset, right, with the right maturity level to understand each other enough. Comprehension and communication is always, you know, key factors in situations like that, especially when shit is lopsided. You have to really talk stuff out and have an understanding.
I think what did happen nowadays, people was more mature about things, and then a lot of stuff started happening in relationships and marriages, and now people just don't give a fuck no more.
Yeah.
They
everything is
just
more
like, fuck
material-
you, I can do
everything
it myself.
Everything is more material based. Now it's just
Yeah.
a whole lot more money flying around, and especially since women are making more money, nowadays more money than men. Right? It's almost like the payback of, you know, so many years of the women being controlled and getting what they feel like is the short end of the stick in the relationships or even in the world for that matter. So now, you know, they put their foot on niggas' necks and say,
doesn't,
you know,
Carla.
I'm controlling this shit now. You know what I mean? I'm the boss. And
Yeah, you see a
Carla
lot of times
said-
when they're making a shitload of money, the men versus the women, and they're bringing in the bulk of the money, and it's like the women, even though they're working too, even though they're only making 30,000 or whatever that the low amount is, they still got to take care of the kids, keep the house together, and take care of the guy too. And that's where it becomes unfair. It's like, you know that this is how much I make, but you can't. Somebody making $100,000, and we just using that number just Generally, it's like somebody making that type of money, they are dedicated to their work, and that's what they're doing 90% of the time of their days. They're working. Where somebody making 30,000, they're doing retail. They might be working anywhere between 4 to 8 hours a day, maybe 3 to 5 days a week. So it's like they're automatically expected to do all the rest of the stuff at house, and that's how guys are looking at it. Like, well, I'm out here making all this money, you have to tend to everything else, and that's where it becomes unfair. Because we are still working. I'm still working. So how do you expect me to take care of everything else, but all you get to do is go to work, even though you're making the bulk of the money? I think that that's where it's unfair.
So watch this. So say you're on your own and you make this money and you got kids and you taking care of the kids,
I ain't having
cleaning
all
the
them
house.
kids.
I'm just saying. We just speaking. You're taking care of the kids. You're cleaning the house, working.
Yeah.
Say you working an 8 to 10 hour, 12-hour shift every day, and you still got to come home and do all that anyway.
Yeah, but I'm by myself, so that's all. I have nobody else to depend on. I have nobody else to lean on.
But you still have to cook and everything.
With that
all that, right?
$100,000, I might have a maid come in every 2 weeks, so that kind of alleviates some of that work. Or have somebody come and cook, or have a driver pick up the kids from school or something like that. But if it's just me by myself and I'm already doing
with
it,
kids,
yeah,
I
with
said
kids, with kids, that's one thing. But the scenario was the guy is in the house making $100,000, going to work the majority of the time. Not that I'm by myself. If I'm by myself and it's just me and my kids and I'm making $30,000, that shit ain't gonna fly. We can't get nothing done.
But say you have to do all this, right? You doing all this as a woman. You doing all this, right? And then you meet that man or you meet that woman, and that person come into your life. Then what changes after that?
The fact that he's there, he should be contributing to the household work and helping with the kids as well. Just because you make the bulk of the money, that doesn't negate the shit that has to be done at the house.
But doesn't that become a problem? Like, I've seen it where that situation happened. A guy or a female come in, it's not their kids or whatever, and they feel like, hell, if I do make the bulk of the money, you take care of the kids.
No, I think, and that's why I said, I think that's unfair to come into a relationship with somebody who has kids and think that you can still live that same life that you was living before, just out here doing you for you.
So basically you're saying people have to know how to change within the situation.
Of course, 100%. Yeah.
I mean, because when you get into a relationship, are you the same person that you were before you got into the relationship? Don't you have to change some things in your life if you get into a relationship?
Yeah, for
you
sure.
have to change. You have to change things in your life when you're not in a relationship to be able to be in a relationship. First of all, let's talk about that.
Yeah.
Let's talk about you have to have at least your shit together before
Joya.
you get into a damn relationship.
Right.
Relationships, people just jump in them and they ain't even got their stuff
right
together.
there because they get into the relationship not all the way together themselves and
Carla.
expect for the other person to fix them or to heal them or to make them happy.
Like, take for instance, a person been taking care of themselves all this time. They get a person, all of a sudden they start getting sloppy. Like, as far as, oh, I ain't got to work that many days. Now I can call off because this nigga gonna do this.
Yeah, and
or
they got
this
that
bitch
portion
gonna
of
do
it.
this.
Yeah.
You know, and then it's like, wait a minute. You was doing all this before I met you.
Hey,
Yeah, I'm going to come
Katina.
in and help out for sure.
Yeah.
Sometimes that comfortability.
But bitch, you ain't going to
breeds
keep missing
content,
days like this
and
either.
you lose respect for the person. That
Maybe
you,
I only
you know
took
what I'm
one
saying?
day off.
Let's read some of these comments.
Look at Ronnie.
Thank you, I
Prioritize
totally
among
agree
each
with
other.
you.
Set what you need.
I'm
and
not
want.
sure who Denise is talking about. She said, thank you. I totally agree with you. Ronnie said, prioritize among each other. Set what you need and want. Hey, Katina.
Right, Robert. Because if they're driven, they want to get to where you are. If they come in at the bottom of the relationship and they see you at the top, nobody wants to stay at the bottom of nothing. Nothing.
But actually, people do. And that's where they stay because they get content. Again, it goes back.
And
they get content.
And you bringing in the money, and I'm just like, shit, I ain't got to do
And
nothing
that's
because you
where,
got it all.
And that's when it comes where the person start dogging you out. Because now you're going to allow them to do it because you ain't doing nothing no more.
And you
They
don't
doing
have
it all.
Yeah.
And you don't have it because you let yourself get to that point where you could have still been doing the same thing you were doing and kept yourself in perspective, but you didn't. And now he dogging your ass. Now he dogging your ass, and now it's a whole situation. Now when he come home, if he even come home at a decent time, now he claim he hanging with his homeboys. Now he doing this and that other. Now you starting to see him less and less.
Why though? Because I
that-
don't make as much as you.
Because of where she went from. She went from working, doing all this and that, and then as the money, he started doing stuff in the beginning, like giving her this, that. She got spoiled with it. So them days at work became not so many days at work. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And then it became, nah, I ain't working out because this nigga got it.
Yeah.
And now you leaning on him for everything, but he looking like, wait a minute, it was okay when you was working.
Yeah.
Now you ain't doing nothing with yourself. Now it's like, wait a minute.
It don't matter if it's 130. 2 incomes is always better than one.
And 2 incomes
Should
are
we open
always
up the call
better.
in line?
And Carla, yeah, they can open up the line. You can open up the line.
313-723-0481.
Y'all call in and give y'all take on this conversation. We gonna have y'all.
go on and call in.
Anybody but Tamika. No, I'm
Tamika, call in, Tamika. Look
right
at
there on-
Denise trying to
It's
call
right there
in.
on the screen, right?
It's
by-
on the screen,
Hey, Annie.
Denise. 313-723-0481.
Maybe tell them what the topic is again.
The topic of the show is, how do you expect more than you give? So call
'cause
in,
they
tell us
greedy.
y'all thoughts.
They
Tell us
definitely
about a
greedy.
story you know. Don't be shy.
And
Nobody
selfish.
see you on the screen. All we hear is your voice.
Hey, Heifer, I definitely want to say when I was younger, I definitely was out there looking for somebody that had more than what I had, that could give me something. When I got older, I realized that wasn't it. Because in addition to looking for something that, looking for somebody to give you something, you tend to, they come with other shit that you don't want.
I mean,
And that you don't like, and that you don't need in your life.
Like, if you want material shit, then go out and earn the funds to
Yeah.
get the material shit.
A lot of
Don't
young
look
people
for the
Call it me
person with
neither.
it.
I can't
Because
respect
the shit that
laziness
comes with
either.
the person may
Ridiculous.
not- Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of young people don't think like that, though. Hell yeah, 2 incomes is better than one child.
Especially when you find that person that's willing to do 50-50, half and half.
You believe in that, 50-50?
I do. You know I do. Yeah, I do.
I don't believe in 50-50.
Well, of course somebody gonna do a little bit more than that 50, but
I think that who makes the bulk of the money, I think they need to pay the bulk of the bills.
So 50-50, in my opinion, does not
hey
mean
Karen.
financially or anything in any specific area. I
Somebody's
believe.
calling.
No, that's a text message. That's
Oh.
Me, the Joya. Shonda gonna
50-50
cover everything.
is half of the effort of whatever it takes to make this relationship
To make
work.
it work.
And somebody's
Period.
always gonna give more though, always. And that's okay.
Somebody-
Sometimes you
why?
have to.
Because somebody's always going to have more.
Somebody's always going to have more.
Yeah.
And when I say 50-50, of course it's not going to be 50-50, but it ain't going to be
80-20.
it ain't going to be 80-20 either.
Sometimes it will be though, and that's okay. Sometimes I don't have it, and you have to have it.
Yeah, but we're married. It's a difference. In a
That's
relationship, fuck all that. Listen, no, absolutely
Yeah,
not.
but in order to
but
get
in a
to the
marriage, you
marriage.
sacrifice more in a marriage because it's a marriage,
Mm-hmm.
and you did those vows through sicker, through poor, through all that. So of course you do it in a marriage, but you're not obligated to do that in a relationship. Not unless you've been in a relationship for 2 years. And I feel like if you've been in a relationship 2 or more years and you ain't
Right,
married
Robert.
yet, then
Yeah, I agree
know,
with that. 50-50 isn't.
I don't think you have to be in a relationship for 4 and 5 years before you marry somebody. Like,
Yeah.
you ain't figured out you want to marry them yet.
Yeah.
You know,
Robert,
don't
you're
waste
right.
your time.
It's not just about financial. You're 100% right. It's about what you bring to the table. In terms of some days, I don't have the energy and the strength to want to move forward.
To make
And-
I'm good with money,
if
too.
I didn't have a wife, guess what? I would have to wash my clothes myself.
Mm-hmm.
I would have to figure out what the fuck I was going to eat, cook it myself.
Mm-hmm.
I would have to clean up my house and all of that type of shit. So guess what? I'm not going to expect and obligate you to do those things now that we're together. No matter, even, this is the type of dude I am. Even if
Mm-hmm.
I am working, right? I'm cleaning up after myself around the house like on the regular. I don't expect you to have to do that shit on, no, I'm not going to, you're the maid. I make the money, crack the whip. You the no. That's
Now I'm
not,
gonna say this. So let me clarify.
3 times
Let
tonight?
me clarify what I mean with 50-50. And I'm not talking about just money. I'm
That's
not
what
talking about
That's
money.
what I say. It's 50% of the effort that makes the relationship work.
Listen, 1 week I'm gonna wash clothes.
Right.
1 week she gonna wash them. 1 week I'm gonna wash the dishes. 1 week she gonna wash them.
And then guess
Or
what?
however,
And
or
guess
each
what?
day, or however the case may be.
But you know what? How my mind works is it's not even routine where we go back and forth.
Yeah.
It's whenever the shit needs to be
needs to
be
done.
done,
If I'm
do it.
available to do it, then it gets done.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And you should feel the
That's
same
my
way.
whole point
You know what
of
I'm saying?
50-50.
Now,
Exactly.
it may get more intricate when it comes to the finances and the paying of the bills, but at the same time, it's the same concept, it's the same system.
Yeah, but I understand 50-50 with money don't work for 50-50. But everything else in a marriage, everything else counts
Yeah.
as 50-50. I'm not gonna find myself doing more cleaning than she doing cleaning.
Because it's hard for us to do this, but like remove the money out of the situation and then what do you have
Right,
out of the
exactly.
individual? You know what I'm saying? Because like we the only animals, if you want to call us animals, on the planet that actually paid to live here. Shit.
I'm a lady.
So if we remove the but yeah, if we remove the
right,
money out of
Robert.
it,
Absolutely.
what do you have what kind of person do you have? What is the relationship with?
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What
Yeah.
you want to pass on, Carla?
Your feelings, your efforts, your,
month on what?
you put into the relationship for real. Because some days you just don't have yourself
Hey,
to
T-Boz.
give, and you need that other person to do it, to show up.
Oh shit, hold on, somebody was calling. Let me see.
You can't keep score, Veronica, because baby, it'll get lost.
There they go. What's going on, Carla? Who you calling? Who's this and where you calling from? Hey, how you doing? Hey, do me a favor and turn off your no Bluetooth or speakerphone so we can hear you loud and clear with no echo in the background.
We all right. How you doing? All right. Shout out. What's your name, honey?
Or woman, Yenny.
Michelle?
Hold on, they said they can't hear. Hold on, they said they.
Okay.
I know
Hold
they
on,
can't.
y'all.
I
We know. Hold on.
Hold on, y'all. Hold on, y'all. I know.
Wait a minute. Hold on.
Y'all can hear me though, right?
Yeah, they can hear.
You
us.
trying to put to where everybody else can hear you, so they can say something, comment to what
Yeah,
you
that's
saying.
the reason why. No,
Veronica's
We
far
can
from
hear you
perfect.
good. We
Robert.
can. The audience can't hear you.
Veronica's far from perfect.
You gotta wait a minute. 1 second.
Oh,
We
yeah.
working on it now. No, you okay,
No, you
honey?
good.
It's our problem.
Yeah, but I love it. Keep doing what y'all
Okay,
do.
now
Oh,
they
thank
can
you
hear you.
so
They can,
much.
They can hear you now.
Now, if
so
you don't mind, repeat what you
reiterate
said
what you
again.
said. Yeah.
Okay. I said I want to speak on it because I've been on both sides. And 50-50, it doesn't mean get the money out of y'all mind. We're not talking about 50-50 money.
Right.
I'm
Absolutely.
saying, like, as a woman, we're expected to take care of the kids, go to work, do all of this stuff. We're naturally going to do that because that's how we built. But when it comes to the opposite of a man, then we have to feel like the maid. I just want to feel appreciated. I can do all of these things for myself. I still have rent if I'm not with a man. I still have all of my bills. That's fine. But at the end of the day, we're not shown that we're appreciated for what we do. It's always a money thing. They're going to throw up the money. We don't tend to do that. Now, don't get me wrong. Some females do. I'm not going to take up for us either. Some of them are going to put it in your face. Oh, I do this. You just do this. You do that. You
You're
know what I'm
just
saying.
the
I'm
type
not going
of
to go
female
into
to do, but
detail.
Trust me, women. Oh my God, do they?
They
That's
do.
what I'm saying.
But see, what I feel
I
like.
feel like it on both sides, and I don't feel that it's just not fair. Show the one, me personally, just show me you appreciate it. It's not about your money. I got my own money. You know, I wasn't raised for your money to get your money. That's not the goal. The
You know
goal
what?
is to be happy.
And that's the
Right.
thing. A lot of men in the comments and is listening right now will agree when we say when we do things for women. The most that we want to do, the most that we want back is to be appreciated, right?
But it's expected.
But when the women have the money, right, they carry this notion of you can't do nothing for me that I can't do for myself. So
You
know,
right.
yeah, so now you remove my ability to be appreciated. You just told me that nothing that I do you can't do for yourself, so it means nothing to you.
Yeah.
So now I'm not even going to put forth the effort to try to do anything or show you, how I feel,
Right.
because it's not going to be appreciated.
So you date women that's below.
Right.
It's
what-
not dating women that's
It's
below.
not
It's
about
dating women that
below.
got their
No, I'm
mind
not saying
right.
that, but
Got their
that was a
mentality
question.
together.
So
Yeah.
in that, and because of that, knowing that if you date someone who's making way more than you, and you've dealt with women that treat you in a certain way because they make more than you, now you're out there looking to date somebody who's making less.
No. Like I said, I'm looking to date someone who has her
Has a
mind right.
together.
Yeah,
Like
it's
somebody
not, yeah,
that-
she just
that-
she's this is somebody who is showing me the characteristics of somebody who's scorned
Hey,
from
Corey.
a relationship where she was controlled and done wrong, and now this is like the cycle is like you're not gonna turn me
It's
until
repeating itself.
I'm gonna remove
Because they don't know
myself
how
from
to
this toxic
do
cycle.
it no better than that. Because that's
Yeah.
what they used to.
Yeah.
And that's what I say. You get caught up in getting used to the same thing. So when a good person do come into your life,
Right.
you
You
treat them
don't
like
see it.
shit because you're not used to it. And then you think they
Exactly.
full of games. And it's hard to prove to this person. It's almost like in a relationship, you got to prove yourself. Now it's a prove yourself.
Exactly.
And it's crazy because people been hurt so bad
Because-
that they don't know how to accept a good
The
thing.
people that expect you to prove yourself are the people that are basically charging you with the crimes that the people before
For
you
them.
committed.
Yep.
To them. Like you have to prove to me that you're not the person that I just got fucked over by.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
That's
that's true.
tiring,
It is
though.
true. That's
That's
how it is.
tiring.
Super tiring,
Yeah, it is.
Because
and
you're
it gets
hurting
old
me.
quick.
Hey, thank you. You're hurting me before your ex-girlfriend. Like, I'm not her, and I'm not going to let you abuse me and mistreat me because you're still hurt. Hurt people. That's true.
And that's why we said that people need to have their situation together before moving forward to be in a relationship, to be in a marriage, because you have to leave all that
I
in
agree.
the past of what you went through, because nobody is the same. Everybody is different.
And you just a perfect segue into what I was about to say. That's why so many people have the notion of all women are the same, all men are the same, right? Because they're experiencing the same shit.
They picking
Right,
the same.
because you are the type of person that's in that mindset, in that mind frame that's contributing
Right.
to it. You're not able to see that type of shit in a person to separate yourself from it before you get bit by the bug. And get sick.
85% of people are broken. And it's hard
Most
to
definitely,
unbreak
most
them
definitely, most definitely.
until they realize they can
Hey,
fix
Luz.
the problem. That's how it go. Until they realize
gotta
that they
fix
can fix themselves, then they gonna always be that person.
Love themselves and work on themselves before I say
You
work on
have to
yourself
do
before you
that.
jump into another relationship, and be by yourself
And-
too for some time.
Yeah,
not
get
like
to
a
know
couple
you.
months. Yeah,
Get
That's
to know
what I
you.
practice.
yeah.
Get to know you.
Take a year
You
or two
have to
off
get to know yourself first.
Yes, you do.
and love
And
yourself
another
too.
thing I want to
Michelle.
tell people, love yourself first. If
Yes.
you love yourself first, then you're able to love someone else.
That's right.
Yes, Robert. Robert said 50-50 also means you have to have similar goals to achieve happiness. Similar goals and
That's true.
interests. And interests.
Yes, y'all gotta be on the same level of at least 80% of y'all each other.
Yeah.
Like you can't be with nobody that don't have the same goals as you, because it's okay, we're gonna put it in a perfect scenario.
Still wanna be a
So I
rapper.
wanted this podcast, right? And I got the opportunity
Mm-hmm.
to have this podcast. My wife never wanted to do a podcast, none of that. This is not her goal. Like, this was nothing she ever wanted to do. But guess what? She's sitting next to me right now because she's supportive of my goal.
Of course.
You get what I'm saying? So it made a
That's
big difference. And no matter if I said tomorrow, hey babe, I just want to go fly planes now. She gonna be like, well, how much is that? How much that's gonna cost? Well, let me do some research. Let me look into it.
And then the golden
That's
lining
support.
around that, right, is now she fucking around and found out some shit that she actually like doing now. Because, like, you
Right.
probably couldn't get her out of that seat if you paid her to. and shit.
Right.
The fuck, I ain't going nowhere. This
See,
my
that's
chair.
my point.
And if anybody come on this show, you ain't getting this chair.
And
This
so
chair is mine.
That's a perfect scenario of opposites. Like, we got so many things that we think alike
And
on
that's
a lot of
the,
stuff.
And that's the beautiful
And that was
thing
important.
about trusting your partner in a relationship, right? Because she didn't want to do this shit, right? Now
No,
she
she
found out, and
didn't.
now she's into the shit, right?
Yep.
And you expanded her range, if you will, as a person. You know what I'm saying?
Shut
Got
up,
more
Elvira.
things under her belt that she's done. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's the thing. You know what I mean? You trust your mate, and then now you find out you like some shit that you didn't even like.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, Michelle, we think
Can I
it's
add
Michelle,
one more
correct?
thing? Yes, Michelle. Can I add one more thing? This is
Yes.
what I learned myself. Communication is the key. That's
We
a
just
lot of
said
us are
that
just not
earlier.
communicating with each other.
and
But
listening.
I enjoy
Communication
y'all
and
show.
comprehension.
Keep doing what y'all
Comprehension.
doing.
Because you can communicate with a brick wall.
We're gonna talk about that,
You
Robert.
gotta
can.
you gotta comprehend the things that people are saying to you. You can't just take offense to it. And that's still something I'm learning
I
to this
agree.
day right now, even with my wife.
Me too.
I'm still learning to this day because sometimes I just be like, whatever, I don't like to hear her point of view. And now I have to hear her point of view and know that I ain't always right. And I'm wrong a lot of times, and so is she. But she think a Virgo, girl bash. She be wrong on
Never
stuff too.
wrong. Never.
But the
Girl,
thing that
boom.
the communicate, you just learned something and you're teaching us by sharing that.
Right.
Yes.
Yep.
And I
So,
and I
look,
am.
I'm
it's
not
a
gonna
learner-
hold
I'm a
up y'all
learner in
mind.
progress.
Me too. I'm not
Right.
gonna hold up the line. I want somebody else to get in, but
Well,
I watch
Michelle,
you
we
guys all
thank
the
you so
time.
much
Keep
for
doing.
even. Thank you.
Thank
We
you.
appreciate
Keep doing
you
what
so
y'all
much.
doing. I enjoy this, and I'm watching long distance. When I come back up there, I'm gonna come visit y'all. Please
Oh,
keep
thank
doing
you,
this. A
Michelle.
lot
Where
of
you
people
from,
need.
Michelle?
I'm in Alabama right now, but
All
I'm
right.
from up there too.
Daughter up
But
there.
my thing is, keep doing this. Please keep doing this because
We
y'all
will.
touching a lot of women that's afraid to speak out. You know.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So
We
just
will.
keep doing this. I love what y'all doing, and y'all have a great night.
Thank you. You as well, Michelle.
I'm not ever
Okay.
wrong, Yenny.
All right.
Ever. So let me say, Robert. Robert said different interests can be fun to experience, not all times, but it can be fun to find out there is something outside your shell and enjoy something with
What's
your
up,
new
Zeke?
partner. And you're right, Robert. It is true because, like she said, we was on. I have different goals for myself, separate from her, but I'm willing to help her get to wherever that goal is for herself as well as for myself, and that works for us, helping each other, knowing what she wants, and trying to help her get there. And yes, it was different because I'm too shy. Y'all, everybody who knows me, y'all always make fun of me, but y'all know I'm really shy, but I'm a little outspoken some days, but for the most part, I'm shy. And I don't like being out in the public eye and for everybody to see me, and I don't like my voice and everything, but I'm always going to support her. And if that means
And
y'all
guess
got to
what?
see
She love it now because she
this-
said I was gonna leave her tonight. You gonna leave me, bitch?
this beautiful face on here. Tuesday.
She's like, you was gonna leave me. She was upstairs singing gospel music and stuff. It was like 7:32. I was like, okay, I guess she ain't going. So I came downstairs. I said, I'm gonna drive my car instead of hers.
You a hater.
So I got in the car, and then I seen her come to the door. I said, oh, I guess she coming. I pulled up to see if she left the door open. She's like, got in the car. So you was going to leave me? I said, listen, I didn't think you were coming. First of all, you upstairs and God, Julie, doing Yolanda Adams with CeCe Winans and other people. And rewinding the shit back to sing each person's song part. So yeah, I didn't think she was coming. So I was
So
like,
what was
okay,
your
I'm gonna
motive in the
roll.
whole thing? Was you just doing that to wait to see how long it was going to take for her to
No, what happened was I was upstairs. I was cleaning out my closet. I
Cleaning
had
out your
time.
closet?
I had time, and I was just like, let me go through some of this stuff and move some stuff around. And I had the music on, and I just lost track of time. Yeah, and I thought she was gonna say something, and I heard the door. That's what caught my attention. And I was like, well, what time is it? I was like, oh shit. And so I'm getting my stuff. I was like, oh, she must have started the car. And
No,
was,
she's in the car.
Yeah,
About
she
to
was in
leave
the
your
car.
ass. Pulling out
Because
the
I didn't
driveway.
think she was
Shut up,
coming.
heifer. Yeah, so that's what happened. I was up there trying to clean out the closet and stuff.
Carla Hunter, if you still in here, tell me what did you want a month off of doing?
Yeah.
She talking about because she said something about
Somebody
a
else
month she
had
wanted
said
off.
something. Shalonda, I wanted to ask you this, Shalonda. You said I'm taking my time and entering with caution with my next relationship, and I'm not ignoring any red flags. So have you not been in a relationship for some time, Shalonda? Like you've been off, not dating for some time or whatever? That's all I was trying to find out. Did you put on any socks? What the hell
Ignoring
is
them
we
red
talking about?
flags. Well, that's the thing, right?
Everybody
Too
does.
often-
Everybody
too
ignore
often-
red flags.
Too often do we give people the benefit of the doubt.
Yep.
When we should be giving them the consequence of
We
the
should be
doubt.
cutting them off.
And
Right?
we ignore a
And
lot of stuff
charging them,
because
yeah.
we love them.
And-
Love plays a big role,
like-
y'all.
or
Or
like-
because we don't want to come off as this nitpicky type person, right? It's a way to
Yeah.
do that without, like, we don't have to bring to their attention all of the shit, right? Because people are grown as fuck,
Mm-hmm.
right? They know the bullshit that they do. Or if they don't, then that's another indication that that's not your person.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, you shouldn't have to bring to the attention the person
Oh,
every
wow,
time it's
Carla.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Nah, if it's something that somebody that you care about, y'all had that type of communication and comprehension,
Mm-hmm.
then yeah, a conversation could be had and should be had. But at the same time, it's a way that you handle and maneuver that situation without coming off like a bitch or coming off like a bitch ass nigga.
That delivery we talked about, your delivery, when that red flag is there and some shit you don't like. Real talk, at this point in my life, being my age, if I was starting over or dating, I say cut them off early. Them red flags don't change and they just get worse and more just get added.
Yeah, because if you don't check that right there, when it happens, it snowballs into some bigger shit down the line that you can't stop.
And I want to say this too, also too. Since our topic is how do you expect more than you give, right? And so my thing is, if you got a mouth on you, don't expect the person you with not to have a mouth too. That's very important, because I don't think people actually get it. If you got a mouth and you always smart mouth it and you always got something to say, guess what? You're going to get that same energy back from that person.
I feel like, I feel this from elderly people in the family as well as women, being a man, that people sometimes,
I know that's right, Carla,
find it disrespectful when you're not receptive to their disrespect.
Oh, say that shit.
And I tell older people that all the time.
Being accountable for the shit you did.
You want to allow me to disrespect you. You're being disrespectful because you want to allow me to disrespect you.
Right, Tamika.
And I think what it is when it comes to old people in our family, they so stuck in how the world used to be. They not used to how the world is now. And you have to live your life for how the world is now than it was then. You can add some things to back then to now, but not now to then. If y'all get that.
I mean,
it's like if an old person talking sideways to you, I let it go for a long time, and then after a while, I'm like,
well, see, like I
hey,
said,
lady,
it's not even the older person, but as a man, some women are that way as well. You know what I mean? They find it disrespectful when you don't allow them to disrespect you, or you block it. I mean, you don't receive their disrespect.
These comments is out of control. Carla, I know some people, and Robert, I'm gonna bring you here.
Carla,
we want you to come.
So
talk.
I know Carla personally. And she's a very nice lady. I went to school with her. I done told y'all that before. And we know a guy who needs a girlfriend. And he's Caucasian. He's white. And he's a really nice guy. Really nice guy.
Are we talking about
Bill?
Bill.
Yes. Yeah. Bill is a really
and
nice guy.
And he's very nice looking. I just told him that today.
He is nice looking, Carla.
No, Tamika.
He is really nice looking.
Yeah. And he's a sweetheart. I mean.
He is.
I make
he
jokes
talk crazy shit. He talk shit though. He a shit talker.
Not
that
like
much. In a joking way.
Not that
he
much.
jokes a lot.
She said, "Hey Bill, I'm gonna show him tomorrow."
Right.
I tell him every Tuesday to watch, and he tells me, "Keely, you know I go to bed at 8:00." So anyway,
Carla, I don't have your number no more. I got a whole new number, so message me, and I'm gonna send you some pictures.
And Delviana, you are not nice. Delviana said, "Period. I hate a smart mouth. Talk to me nice." She got one of the smartest mouths of anybody that I've ever met. She's just like me.
Who said that?
Delviana Booger.
Oh,
I'm talking about talk nice to me. She don't talk nice to nobody, and I do mean nobody.
So Shalonda said, "Yes, Keely. Unfortunately, I ignored the red flags, and I don't usually do that." But for some reason, I did, shaking my head, but never again.
We always say that. But the listen, when you first start dating somebody, there's always red flags. Red flags don't necessarily mean the worst. It just means something that you don't like, or something that you don't agree with, or something that's against something that you believe, or anything like that. So, like, if you're say you date outside your race and you start dating a white guy, and then you find out that he doesn't believe in God, but you do. It's like, that's a red flag, because there could be some potential issues later on. I don't want to date anybody who doesn't believe in God. You know what I'm saying? So it doesn't necessarily have to be the worst of the worst, but when you see them flags for whatever it is, either address it or cut it off if you know you can't work with it.
And I want to say this because it's about almost that time, but I want to say this before we get off the air. Again, I almost say this in every podcast that we do. Know your worth. Stop settling, ladies and men. Stop settling because a person look good to you, or a person got something on their body that you like,
or they make a lot of money.
Stop settling. Sit back, recollect yourself. Know what you want, and then go for it. Please stop settling. Know what your worth is, and that goes out for men and women. Know your worth. I'm gonna get a shirt made and say, "Know your worth." Know your worth first.
And put the podcast on the back of it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah. So this was a good ass topic today. It really truly was, and I appreciate each and every last one of y'all. I appreciate Kevin Hart, which is Tamika Mo Nolan.
And Robert has some really good points. Really good points.
I appreciate you. And Carla, Shalonda, everybody who I didn't miss, who I missed. We love y'all. But know your worth. So, anybody else got anything to add to it?
Nah.
All right, y'all. So, y'all know what time it is. It's that time. I am your host, Shay B, my host with the most.
And I'm your girl, Monique.
Take care of yourselves. Love on one another.
Thank
and
y'all.
Know your worth.
Thank y'all for watching.
Peace out.
Warning. You are now tuned in to 7 Mile Radio. 7